Alright, so yeah, I got a new page popping off. And essentially, what it's going to be is I'm going to do the same thing I do here with a more ghetto voice. I'm going to redo a lot of videos that are on here with a more ghetto voice so that more pedestrian Negroes listen to it. That way I can reach more people. See, my original purpose was to expose the underpinnings of white supremacy to blacks with the intellect to dissect, research, and understand what they're experiencing. And I accomplished that. I've gotten enough nods. I've heard enough people repeat what I've been saying for years. I exposed Afrocentrism, and I exposed the Nation of Islam because both of these nonsensical faculties are used to essentially honeypot intelligent blacks. They want to corral them, indoctrinate them, and then essentially make them mental eunuchs, chasing shadows. And at Afrocentrics, a lot of these people are sentinels of the white supremacists. They are. Like I said, the perfect example of an Afrocentric. A lot of people were confused. They had no idea what I was talking about. They just thought I was talking about American blacks. But there are a lot of Caribbeans, Africans, there are a lot of people that are Afrocentric. Afrocentrics, in a nutshell, are like that mixed girl from that show, Dear White People. I haven't seen any of the other seasons, saw the first season. If you want to know what I'm talking about when I talk about an Afrocentric, watch Dear White People, and it'll lay it all out for you. The whole mentality, talking black, because you don't feel black enough. Deep down, you resent black people. And if you're given the chance, you'll cut black people off at the knees. Snitch on them, lie on them, try to get them fired. You're telling racist jokes about blacks. That's what these guys do. These are the type of people, the easiest way to spot them is if they're the only black person in the room and another black person walks in and they start acting funny and getting kind of pissed off, you're dealing with one. People call them nukes or whatever. It is what it is. That's what I'm talking about. And so I had to red pill a lot of black people on these people because they had no idea. A lot of black folks, they just know, like, overt, like, people that act like Carlton or people that just speak in complete sentences. A lot of times those type of people piss black people off, which is a shame. What's his name? There's a kid on here named, he's a guy, what the hell is his name? Stephen Clinkscales. Very smart guy. Very smart man. And he was talking about how a lot of black women don't really like certain types of men, certain type of black people that speak very proper, speak in complete sentences, use proper enunciation or very stressed enunciation. And he's right. He's right. I mean, there's some things that he's wrong on, and I'll go into that on my other page. But in a nutshell, he talked about how black women like guys like Ghost. They do, but they like the idea of that kind of guy. But they don't really like to deal with that kind of guy because they can't control him. He's too smart. So they might have his kid or some shit, but they don't want to deal with him. They don't want to have to deal with him. They'll run him through the ringer and try to get him out of there, get a kid out of him, get some money. They wouldn't want to deal with him. They like to deal with slower guys that they can manipulate. They like to be in control. But that's a different topic. What I'm talking about here is, he was right in that black people gravitate towards people who have more of a southern vernacular. Unfortunately, if a white person imitates that vernacular, blacks will gravitate towards them as well because they think they're a safe space. And that, of course, is another manipulation tactic by the dominant society against the blacks. It is. And so, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do the same thing but with a more black voice. I'm dropping like 2 or 3 Soleimani vids pretty soon. So yeah, it's going down, bitch.